Welcome to Octane Mobile Gaming Videos, iOctane. So today we are looking at how to play. So after you've downloaded the app and you open the app, it will ask you to select a lead card. So you can select one out of three lead cards. You can select this one, which I've selected, which is Keta. You can select the Earth Affinity, which is Dojin, or you can select the Red Affinity, the Fire Affinity, which is Rhea. So I've gone ahead and I've selected Keta, and I've added a few more cards just to make a deck. So I've added this card, and this card. Those are some of the cards that you will get at the beginning of your account. So what you want to do is you put all your cards on your deck. The card that's in the middle, which will be your leader card, it will have a leader skill. Now at the back of the card there is information about that particular card. It tells you what the card is, it tells you what the card does, it tells you the attack skill, which is your battle skill, it tells you what type of card it is. So at the top you'll see a S, that's for Slayer. Below the S you'll see a B, that's for a Bounty Hunter, and down the bottom you'll see a C, that's for Commander. So there are several types of event. There's a Slayer event, there's a Bounty event, and there's a Commander event. There's also Guild versus Guild, which we'll discuss a bit later, and there's PvP, player versus player, which we'll discuss later as well. So down a bit further you'll see a sword, and it's marked leader skill. When the card is in the middle of the deck, this skill is active. Water power 2, 120% damage and HP for all water heroes. Below that it's the battle skill. Deadshot, attack all enemies for 200% of attack. Charge rate 20, cooldown 1. So it takes 20 water gems to power up this battle skill, and after the battle skill is activated, as long as it's powered up, it is ready to use again the next turn. The next one is for Guild Wars. That's what I said, GVG, Guild versus Guild. Now I'll show you how to set up your Guild versus Guild deck a bit later on in the series. So this will become active when it's a defensive card in your Guild versus Guild defense setup. Below that it's its counter skill. Absolve 2. Chance to remove poison and blind from all allies, armor and might from all enemies. Those we'll discuss a bit later on in this series. So at the front, starting from the top, at the top you'll see the name of the card, which is Keta, the pirate, and it's a balance legendary. That's two description of what the card is. That's its type. It's a balance and it's a legend. Down further you'll say LV, that's its level. This card is at level 1. It can go up to level 15. So you power it up and you get it to its maximum level at this time, which is level 15. Below that to the left is its attack, 164. That's its attack level. Then its recovery is 55 and its health is 273. Now you can see some numbers and some letters just above its health, which is CSB. That's what we just spoke about on the back of the card. It's a commander, a slayer, and a bounty. Now the 2 times means in any of this event it's times 2. So it multiplies the trophy, it multiplies the attack, stuff like that. Now down below at the most bottom of the card you'll see stars. Now you only see 2 stars highlighted, so at the moment it's level 2 when it comes to stars. It can goes up to a level 6, which is 6 stars. You'll collect stuff to evolve this card. Down below you can see power up, evolve, awaken, swap, unequip, and sell. So you can evolve this card up to 6 star, and after 6 star it can be ascended. We'll discuss that a bit later as well. So to evolve it, you'll need stuff called catalysts. This is one of the catalysts that you will need. It's a water essence 3. You collect those from quests. So we'll go ahead and do a quest a bit later. You can also get them from honor packs, which you get honor points when your allies or your guild members use your leader card. So the card that is in the middle of your deck is the card that when you're in a guild, or if somebody else wants to use a card, that's the card that they will see. All the other cards, unless they look into your deck, they won't be able to see those cards. Now at the most top of your screen, you've got your ranking, which is level 1 at this moment. You've got a gold coin. We use this gold. That's an in-game currency, gold. I've only got 123 gold at the moment. You've got something looking like a diamond. That's your gem. That's an in-game currency as well. You can buy those. We'll talk about that a bit later. You've got something that looks like a lightning. That's your stamina. You need stamina to go through your quests. And you've got VIP. Now VIP, talk a little bit. You can purchase VIP, but unless you're somebody who is very competitive and you're really into the game, I'd suggest leave VIP for now. So you've got at the top here, you got something looking like a pencil. You can touch on that, and what you can do, you can label, give your team a name. So it's called first team. So I'll just go ahead, delete that name, and I'll call it main team. So that's my main team. Well, it's my only team at the moment. On the right side, you'll see something looking almost like an asterisk, which is your information. If we can get this thing off the top of the deck, an eye. So if you touch that eye, it will give you the information on your deck. Now at the back of the card, I spoke about the leader skill. So because I've got 2 cards that is blue, which is water, the card that I'll use for my lead card, which is a blue card, which is a water card, it has a buff. Basically, it gives an attribute to a fellow card that is of the same affinity, which is water, a certain power, which is 125 damage and HP for all water heroes. So I've got 2 water heroes, so it gives that attribute to its fellow water card. And as you can see, we've got 5 different affinities. So what I'll do, I'll show you the affinities. So let me show what I just done. Towards the right hand side, in the middle of the screen, you've got 3 lines with double arrow, which brings up this. You can sort your deck using this. I'll speak about that later on in the series. So what we want to look at, second from the top, which says affinities. So we click on it. Those are your 5 affinities. At the top, you've got your dark affinity, which is purple. You've got your green, which is your earth affinity. You've got your red or orange, which is your fire affinity. You've got your gold or yellow, which is a light affinity, and you've got to the bottom your blue, which is your water affinity. And those are the 5 affinities that we have, and they've got a relationship. So for example, light is stronger against dark when attacking, and dark is stronger against light when attacking. With the earth, fire and water, the water is stronger against fire, the fire is stronger against earth, and earth is stronger against water. We'll discuss all of that later on in the series as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to get into a quest. There's our main quest, and it's going to ask you to do your main quest. And this is our first quest that we're going to go into. So now, when you click to go into the quest, it will bring up a list of cards. Now, these are people who we call adventurers. You too will be an adventurer later on in the game. So you can choose one of these cards to add to your deck, just to give your deck a bit more power. and help you out as you go through the quest. So we're gonna choose another water affinity, which is another Keta. We're gonna use 5 stamina. At the bottom, you see it says battle. So we're gonna use 5 of our staminas just to go into a battle. So here we go. We're in a battle at the moment. Okay, so this is our first battle. You get prompt and it tells you what to do. Create power gems by matching 5 or more gems of the same color. The more gems in a match, the stronger the power gem you will create. Next. Yeah. Power gems are extremely valuable in a battle. Use a power gem in a match and your hero will attack all enemies at once and gain a massive boost in damage. So what it's saying in essence, if we should match, say, to the right of the screen, we have several water gems. So if we go ahead and match all those gems and make a 5 gem match, then what we'll do, we'll create a power gem. I'll go ahead and show you this. So I've matched 5 gems together. So as you can see, I've created a power gem. It's got a 1 on it, so it's a level 1 power gem. Power gems goes up to a maximum of level 4. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go ahead and make an next power gem, and this will be a fire power gem. So my fire card is attacked. That's a fire power gem. So we're just gonna continue the battle, and probably later on we'll get to use our power gems. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create the next fire power gem, and hopefully we'll be able to swap these fire power gems, and you'll see the power that it generates as it is used. So now we've got heart power gem. What your heart gems does, it gives you recovery. So that number on the card that I show you, recovery, it multiplies the recovery level that the heart gems has produced. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use our first 2 power gems. We're gonna swap them, and we're gonna put as much gems as possible in one line so that we can generate as much power as possible. And there we go. You can actually swap power gems from different affinities together. So I can swap the heart and the fire, or the heart and the water. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna swap the heart and the water together, and all you do is make as much matches as possible. The more matches you make, the more power. At the bottom you can see it just counting the amount of matches that I've made. There you go. I haven't used any of my battle skill. I'll speak about battle skill in the next battle that we go into. So there we are, we are ranking 2, and you want to get your rank up as quickly as possible. Reason why you want to get your rank up as quick as possible, because you need to get up to we're gonna send a friend message to the person that will just use their card, and we're gonna collect all our rewards. You want to get up to level 4 quick as possible, because you want to join a guild. You want to join a very good guild, and you want to get friends as well. So I'm going to talk about friends. So if you go to inbox, at the top you'll see message and you'll see friends. So if I go to friends, you can actually get friends, and you fill up this. At the moment I'm only allowed 21 friends, but as your level goes up, it will give you the allowance to get as much as 100 friends in your friends list, which is really good as well, because you will be able to use cards that other people has as their lead cards. Okay, so we go back in, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about battle skill this time around. So we're entering going into our next battle, our next quest. Gonna use the next Keta, a water card. Use 5 of our staminas when we get into the second battle. And I'm just gonna speak a bit about battle skill. So Keta takes 20 gems. Swap 2 adjacent power gem of any color to trigger a devastating team up attack. So we've done that before. So it takes 20 of these blue gems to power up Keta's ability. So if you just touch and hold Keta, it will come up and the information will be there. Battle skill Deadshot. Attack all enemies for 200% of attack. Charge rate 20. Cooldown 1. If you want to see his, there you go. He heals for 300% of recovery and convert 3 fire gems into heart gems. His battle skill. Attack all enemy for 200% of attack for 2 turns. And there you get Keta again. There's the next one. Attack all enemy for 300% of attack. Charge rate 20. So you want to match as much gem together as possible so you can power up these battle skills. So if we go ahead and just match as much gems together as possible. So we'll just keep matching gems until we get their battle skill powered up. And you can see the battle skill meter filling up as you match gems together. But we're doing really well. Might not get the battle skills up this time around. Hopefully we can. So we've got one of the battle skills up. So as you can see on the green card, which is your Earth Affinity, the battle skill meter is full. So the battle skill is light, it's illuminated. So what we're gonna do, you just tap on the card and you use the battle skill. There you go, the battle skill is used. Okay, see if we can just get his battle skill powered up. And his battle skill is powered up as well. And if I use his battle skill, he's a healer, so he's gonna create heart gems. There you go, 3 heart gems. 1, 2, 3 heart gems. And we can use these just to increase our recovery. Gem matching is not bad, but it's not like Candy Crush. You can make as much matches as possible in a given time. We got all their battle skill up, but we've killed the boss, so that means this battle is over. We're up to ranking 3, so our stamina level has increased, and every time we go up a rank we get 50 gems. Now one tip I would say, when you're collecting all of this gem, don't spend your gems. Keep your gems, save them up, and you can use them to buy event packs. So at the moment there's no event pack here because our ranking is too low. The premium hero pack, do not spend your gems on that one. It's not worth your 500 gems. Your Honor XP pack, don't use your Honor points to buy that pack as well. Save your Honor points. Your Honor points is gonna come in handy later on in the game. So what you need to do is just continue through the game. We've got a few more cards. This card is a really good card. It's a healer as well. It's like this one. This one is a healer as well. So at the front of the discard, you'll see to the middle right, you'll see 2 hearts. That just means that this card produces hearts. It's a healer, just like this one. See the 2 hearts? It's a healer, they produce hearts. So those 2 cards, this one and this one, when you start to accumulate more powerful cards, don't get rid of those 2 cards. Keep those 2 cards. They'll become important later on in the game, and I'll probably do a video explaining the reason why those cards are important later on in the game. So at the top you've got a few more stuff. Just below where your gems and your staminas are, you've got team, gear, codex, and inventory. Now this is where you get lots of gears. We call them relics. I'll speak about relics as soon as we start open up our relics. So as you can see, just below where it say PWR 331, that's the total power of my deck. It says ranking 12, ranking 15, 20, 30, and ranking 40. Those will unlock as you get up to those ranks. So my first one will unlock when I get up to rank 12, and that's where I'll be able to put my first relic, and that's what we call gear relics. Your codex, as you can see, I've got Keta in my codex. There will be all the cards that I've actually fought against or I've got in my deck will appear in my codex. And inventory will just be a list of stuff that you've collected as you go through the game. So I've got a few things up here. I've got legendary trial, it's got gold and it's got silver. Those are for bosses, to summon bosses in legendary trials. And you got your loyalty coin, which you have been given because you just started the game, and you've been given 3 loot tickets. These are 20 catalysts that I just got from the quest. So quests is where you get catalysts, and when you go through guild versus guild, you'll get catalysts. You'll get catalysts when you take part in an event. When you take part in an event, you'll get catalysts from that as well, from your guild rewards. So always take part in event to help your guild so that you can get as much catalyst as possible. So that's your first insight into the game. I'll do a next video soon and I'll just post it, so I'll help you guys out to be the best legend that you can. So this is iOctane saying stay tuned for the next video, like, subscribe, and as always, peace.